Good evening, happy Sunday. What is it, June something? Sunday, June 9. Exciting times. Hopefully. Back in Shroud of the Avatar. Excited to be here. I think I'm going to start with some decorating. Look, I'm over encumbered, probably because I didn't unload everything. Yeah, I didn't unload anything. I was playing this afternoon, loaded up on some stuff, but I just bought a fountain. There was a fountain on sale, just a tiny one. I figured it would look nice in the front yard. Front yard? It's kind of small for a yard, but it's a yard. Let's put it over here. I got a bird bath over there, so I'll put a nice fountain over here. There it is. Just a nice fountain. Anyway, I am making some... I need to make a walkway around here. So I went and collected some granite. Granite, the main ingredient in walkways and roadways. And a number of other types of things. Pavers, surface areas. I can get rid of some spectral mines. Just dumping stuff in this container, which I can salvage at some later date. Hey, Kadithi, welcome, sir. Welcome. Nice to see you. Inventory management. Start the day because I was ignoring it this afternoon. I wonder what that vial looks like. I can put the vial right here on top of this chest. Not bad. Inventory management is sure is something I tend to ignore. Is that right? I'm not too bad at it. I don't mind organizing stuff. I think that's one of the reasons I like this game is there's just so much stuff to organize. There's so much stuff. Hope your weekend's going well, Kadithi. Or hasn't. Well, I guess it's almost over. It's been good here. It's been hot in San Francisco today, which is like 80. As soon as it hits 80 here, everybody bursts into flames. But nobody has air conditioning either, so it gets pretty hot in the house. So I don't know if you can hear all the fans running or not. Hopefully it's not too bad. Torque Official comes in with the host. Thanks, Torque. It's gone well. It didn't rain at all this weekend, so there was a block barbecue party. Nice. That's awesome. Irish Eyes, nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. I just got back from Spectral Mines. Got to clean out my bags and do some decorating. Not terribly exciting. Unless anybody's interested in doing something else. I'm always interested in grouping up. If anybody has any ideas or thoughts, that's cool. I'm not terribly high-end, end-game. I can hold my own to some degree. Wish more taming collars dropped. I want to like play with taming, but taming collars take silver. And silver is also used in masterworking, and I really want to do masterworking. I don't want to do I just want to play with taming. How does the taming work? There's so the last release, this past release, what, a week ago? No, week and a half ago. So just over a week ago, introduced a whole bunch of new skills to the taming tree. So there is, the mechanics are fairly straightforward. Let's go find my pet. I'll pretend I'm taming my household pet, which I'm not, obviously. Oh, here, I can do this. I can do this. Oh, I got a supply bundle. Wait. Oh, that's hilarious. So apparently, so one of the things they do in the game is they drop, if you sell stuff to a vendor that was crafted, it goes back into the loot table. So this taming necklace, which actually has a bay horse on it, must have dropped from somewhere. I didn't get it from anywhere else. So after I show you this demonstration, I actually have more than one taming necklace I can show you. So let's just pretend my domesticated pet here is an animal out in the wild. So what you do is I actually have a taming deck. It's probably not very good. Oh, apparently the dog growls. Okay, so what you do is you go up to a pet in the wild and you hit tame creature. There's two things that you have to do that. You have to put a necklace on that is empty, a taming necklace on that is empty. I don't think I have one on me. And you have to have taming collars. So the taming necklace is where the animal ends up. So like this necklace that I had, it has a bay horse on it. The taming collar is a consumable that you might use when you try and tame. So if you tame and you fail, it might cost you a taming collar. So that's one of the costs of taming, is you consume taming collars. So equipping different necklaces is what lets you summon your other pets. That's an interesting way of doing it. Yes, that is exactly what happens. So that is how taming works. And for really high-end creatures, you just build out more of these skills. So there's the tame creature skill, which is the main skill that tames creatures. Collar recovery reduces the amount of collars you use, so it lowers the chance that you actually spend a collar. Concentration, reduce max focus drain from tamed creature. Oh, that's for when you're summoned. Reduces cooldown on summoning a tamed creature. You can only summon a creature every so often. There's a cooldown. And the reason they do that is because they don't want you to put your creature out, use it as a tank, and then just before it dies, you just dismiss it and then summon it again at full health. So they put a cooldown on the summoning. Oh, pet speed. I think this is all use. So the other side is when you have a tamed pet, so let's do this. Let's take this bay horse that I somehow looted. Thank you, Nubby Earwiggles. Nubby Earwiggles isn't necessarily the tamer. Nubby Earwiggles made the necklace. Hey, Olive, nice to see you, bud. Welcome, welcome. So once you have that, then you can take summoning this particular skill, and you drop it somewhere on your deck. Benny, thanks for the 100 biddies, bud. Very kind, sir, very kind. Garrick, good morning. Good morning to you. So yeah, once you have once you have a necklace with an animal on it, like this bay horse, then you just cast summoning. And you get a bay horse. So this horse is now my pet. Need to be number one cheer. Oh, there we go. Thank you all for the 10 biddies. Getting in there at number one. Taking the top spot. Outstanding. So these guys are, like this guy has 78 hit points. Like the bay horse is not going to do much. But if I go into combat mode, the horse does go into combat mode. So that's basically how taming works. And then there's a bunch of commands. Like you can order your pet to you can set them to like passive, aggressive, or defensive. You can set the distance that they follow you. Apparently you can tell it to sit. Oh, and apparently a horse will just lie down when you tell it to sit. Apparently that's a thing. Knuthi says, oh, it's pretty cool. What kind of creatures can be tamed then? They all different. Yes, they have all different stats. So when you're a noob like me, you might go around and tame. I actually did tame a squirrel. That was in this other. That was in here. So I have a. Oh, I can't. I have to get rid of the pet. Hold on. Let's dismiss this pet. I think that is still on cooldown. So I can't summon it yet because I'm still... Yeah, and I have a long time. I can't summon again for over 13 minutes. So I can show you later the other pet that I have. This recent patch, they actually added quite a number of high-end creatures. So they added a bunch of what they call destroyer creatures. So there's a destroyer polar bear. There's a destroyer obsidian bear. There's a destroyer corpion, which looks like a scorpion. There's a destroyer level spider. That's a long cooldown on that summon without the levels put into it. Yeah, no. It's very... So that is this one, summoning. As this goes up, as this goes up, my creature level goes up, and I think that cooldown goes way down. And then I think there was also a refresh. So this skill as well, as it goes up, I can summon more quickly. But there's a number of different animals that you can summon. The one thing that happens is they're very costly to your focus, so that when you have a pet out, you have much, much less focus. So you can't like be a full fire mage with a pet. You can only be half a fire mage with a pet or something like that. So you can do a lot less with your pet. The high-end pets are very, very strong. But you go and tame them, and they become like a kind of a smaller version of the wild version of themselves. So they might have like 30,000 health in the wild, but when you tame it, they might only have a few thousand or something like that. But yeah, it's taming is very interesting. And you don't have to actually be a tamer to summon them. You can buy animals from other people and work these skills up. So you don't actually have to spend all your time taming creatures in the wild to be able to have a tamed pet. We'll see if we can't find anybody that is a... Hey, Garrick's in town. We'll see if we can't find somebody out in the wild that has a pet. There's also a couple of cool creatures. There's baby dragons that you can tame, and I think you can tame the wyverns. And I realize baby dragons and wyverns sort of look alike, but in this game they actually look a little bit different. A wyvern actually looks like an adult, even though it's small. The baby dragon's about the same size, but it actually looks like a cute little baby dragon. I think I get the impression that like a lot of people that wanted more from taming are pretty happy with what they got with this latest update. I don't know if there's anybody in chat. Yeah, I've seen both baby dragons and wyverns on vendors. Yeah. Cool, Garrick. Thanks. So a bit like the blue lore master, powerful pets, but not much damage you deal yourself. No, and that's sort of what it's meant to be. Your pet sort of becomes half of you, sort of thing, and I think it works out pretty good. I usually run around with a water elemental, and they are going to do a pass. Oh, not on that deck though. Well, right here. They are going to do a pass on the elementals. The water elemental's fairly easy to get. In the water tree, like it's not the bottom. There's actually an ice elemental even below that. But the water elemental is a healer. So it will attack things. If it has nothing to heal, it will attack things. But it doesn't do a lot of damage. But it gives me a little bit of healing boost. But to have my water elemental out cost me 80 focus. Which isn't terrible if I go into one of my actual decks here. I have 620 focus, and it took away 80. So I have 700 focus minus 80 from the pet. So this one's not too bad. Ice elemental sounds fun. Yeah, and I should probably try and get down there. I also have an earth elemental. These ones you can resummon right away because they're not as powerful. They also don't stick around very well for some reason. I have earth elemental as well. There's my earth elemental. Believe it or not, the earth elemental does not heal you. I could fight with him for a bit and see what he's like. They also don't... summoned elementals don't travel with you between maps. You have to summon them every time you go somewhere. So I'm going to... this is Shale. His name is Shale. He's very loud for some reason. What's really cool is that they actually have pet emotes. You have to buy them. Oh, so this pet emote is actually pet. You'll actually pet something. But they actually have emotes for your pet, for your summon. So a lot of pets will dance. No, maybe you can't buy them. Where are they? I don't think I have any. That thing looks like it leaves a messy trail wherever it goes. It does, doesn't it? It is kind of a mess. Santa Claus comes in.
Can you demonstrate the pet dances on camera? Kappa.
Santa Claus, thanks for the sub, man. Thanks for the resub. 5 months. That is awesome. In the pet menu? Oh, in the pet menu in the store? Oh, there we go. Unlock pet dances. 700. I'll wait till it goes on sale. So yeah, 700 crowns. And then you get pet dances. Yeah, I might pick that up when it goes on sale. 20% off when it goes on sale. Anyway, I'm going to get rid of this guy for now. This week, Soda has me. I've been wanting the Shogun 4-story house since I first saw it. What? It's a townhouse. They really have... It's not just buying the house. You need a town deed. Ouch. They do have you, Senegal. They are a beautiful house. This is the house that Senegal's talking about is in the... it's in the vault. It's 16,000. But yeah, it's a very... You don't get a great... There's the house. It's very open. The Shogun homes are really nice because they're really open, and it looks way better than it does in this image, honestly. The image isn't very well rendered. It's a little 3D model. But yeah, like the floor plan is basically wide open like that. You can sort of see in the windows, but yeah, it is very nice. What was I doing? And they introduced oriental paper barriers so you can self-design the layout of a floor. Yes. Yeah, they have little room dividers. Those are craftable. So those ones, you can craft a bunch of those types of things. Much better way of doing it. All right, let us... I need a stone chisel. That has some life left. What else says you and Algarian seem to have similar hoarding traits? Yeah. Like everything? Isn't that the purpose? My house isn't full. What else? That is a problem that needs to be solved by making it full. Collecting more stuff. I still have every aortic thrombus I have ever looted. Which has no use in the game, but I'm wondering someday it's going to have a use. Oh, whoops, I forgot. There's one more thing that I need to grab. If I get into the game, I'd have to set limits for myself or I'd be buying all the... Yeah, definitely. No, you really have to be careful about... Set a budget. It's easy to spend a lot of money in this game. Set a budget. Patience. I tell this to people all the time. The best thing that you can go into Shroud with is just patience. Like your skills are going to go up eventually. Like you're just going to earn them. You're going to get to the content. You're going to... you can do all the things in time. You just have to be patient. And really, it's the same way with buying stuff. You just have to be patient. Senegal says, I actually browsed through every vendor I could find a month ago looking for one of those. All I found were one-story village houses. Yeah, they don't sell many houses for in-game gold, which is unfortunate. He says it might literally be a piece of garbage, but it might be useful one day. It might. It definitely might. Big Mikey Ocha says, you want your thrombi at the ready. That's right. Well, I have this chest. The chest is called... Oh, it's actually called a wooden barrel. It used to be called Other Things because I didn't know what they were. Everything went into the chest called Other Things at one point. Hey, Beldernick, Dr. L. Hey, nice to see you. Dr. L, I saw your post. It was awesome. I think I I think on Friday I managed to read about half your paper, but I was at work and I had a crazy week last week at work. So, but seeing your name, I remember, hey, I got to go through your paper again. Yeah, where is this thing? The aortic thrombus. I have 424 of them. They stack to 32,667. So after that, I might start throwing them out. Dr. L rewards his as well. Nice. Yeah, sometimes I sell stuff, but like I got one dragon neck bone. Really, what I need to do is find people that want some of these things, especially the things with low numbers. I need to find people that are like, I need that. It's like, great, buy it off me for a fair price. I hate to, I do have a little bit of guilt about hoarding things from the market if the market could use it. Because there is a pretty decent economy in this game. There isn't quite as good a cycle as there could be around gear. And that's sort of due to the randomness of making gear, which they're trying to fix, or hoping to fix shortly. But otherwise, there's a pretty solid economy in this game. I see a lot of gems in there amidst the rotting flesh. I too store rotting flesh with my precious gems. Yeah, I don't. I haven't got into gems yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to get into enchanting. I may just pay Dr. L to do it, because I know that Dr. L is an extremely capable enchanter. But enchanting, like this sorcery gem or sorcery ward gem, I think is a ruby. So you turn gems. You take gems and you give them power, and then you put them on a weapon. And I realize that's my explanation is like paper thin, but that's all I know about it. So it's actually in the alchemy tree, and I'm not. It's like they gave up creating new trees. I sort of wish they had more production trees. Yeah. Maybe they'll be able to do it. But yeah, alchemy is enchantment. Increases chance to successfully enchant an item, which is actually using gold, and I don't even know anything about enchantment. My enchantment's at level 1, so you know how much I know about it. My name is on the page? Oh, I haven't gotten that far into it yet. That's cool. Dr. L did a nice forum post. I don't have it. Well, actually, I probably do. Hold on. Well, their search does not work very well. I search for attunement, and I get your post from last year, Mimner. Attenuation. That would do it. There we go. Experience attenuation. So if any of you other avatars haven't seen this post yet, Dr. L or Mimner in the forums, Mimner in game, posted that late last week. There's a video that goes along with it, and there's a paper that goes along with it on SodaCalc, which is linked to in that forum post. So check that out. It's a very interesting change. It gets rid of this hard wall that you run into with attenuation, which, by the way, is not actually a hard wall. It just feels like one because it looks that way, and it's the math. The math makes it a hard wall, but it doesn't need to be. It can be a slope. It can be a much kinder slope. I was looking for some pavers. Now I'm getting distracted. Those ones. Got it. It's definitely easier to walk up a sloping hill than trying to climb a sheer rock cliff. Yeah, exactly. And it just hits you in the face when you're everything in this game is subtle trade-offs, except for attenuation. Attenuation just looks like this massive door being slammed in your face. It's like this. It's just not. It just doesn't go with the core philosophy of this game. The subtlety in this game is so much that most people don't realize it's there. Like, you have to explain to people. Like, when I cast this over and over again, oh, it's really loud. When I cast Healing Touch over and over again, it's got this little timer that gets longer and it goes down. And the thing is, the longer that I can keep casting it when this timer hasn't run out, it's just that my focus is a lot higher. So if you look at my focus up here, my focus went down a lot. So, like right now, it's using 60 focus. But if I let it tick down, now it's using 41. So if I let it go down, it goes down to like 7 focus. And that's the whole game is designed like that. The whole game is designed to say, we're not going to stop you from doing something, but we will give you a trade-off. And then you can decide whether you want to pay the trade-off or not. And it's a wonderfully subtle game. But the way they do attenuation, one of the things, so for those that don't play the game, experience attenuation tries to limit the amount of experience you can make to approximately 1.3 million per hour. When you look at your pooled experience, if you're in any given point in time, if you've earned more than 1 million experience in the previous hour, there's a little light that comes on here that says you're attenuated. Your experience is being attenuated. And what it means is that when you go to kill mobs, you'll get a smaller percentage of your earned experience from them to try and keep you in that 1.3 million. It's not really 1.3, but it's sort of 1.3. It's the numbers get a bit weird, and because of the way the math works, it gets all, well, it's not subtle. It's very blunt. So, yes, a solution that would be more subtle would definitely be more in line with the philosophy of the game. The game is all about subtle trade-offs. Except when you're buying homes, that's just pay lots of money and you get a nice home. There's nothing subtle about it. Senegal says, have they placed the Oracle? Yes, the Oracle is west of the spawn-in location. You should be able to see it. Sorry, I was doing some crafting. Exciting stuff here. Straight times 4. Wait, I thought I made those. Oh, no, not roadway, walkway. He says, "Oh, I really like that. Encourage you to not just spam the one skill." Yeah, and I think they talk about the design of it. You'd actually really like the design of the combat because it's very thoughtful about the math. So if you understand it, it's sort of obvious what you need to do, sort of. When you don't understand it, it sort of punishes you into doing the right thing without really teaching you. So that can be a bit of a struggle, and it's definitely a struggle for some people. So there's two types when you look at your deck. So in this particular deck, and this is trying to teach decks to anybody is really difficult, even if they're actively playing the game. So if you're not actively playing the game, this can be confusing because it's confusing to people who do use it. So there's a little lock icon on my deck. This is ultimately going to be my hotbar and how my hotbar fills out over time. So these little lit up locks mean that these skills are always in it. The fact that these are not lit up means a card is drawn from my deck, which is why they use the term deck. And they don't actually call them cards, they call them glyphs. They draw glyphs from my deck and they put it in the first available slot. So this is my offhand attack. My offhand attack is very useful because it doesn't incur a global cooldown. So when I go into combat, you see my skills popping up here. So these were static glyphs. So when I can press it and heal myself, and then it'll go away. And then I can press it again, and my focus cost goes up, so forth and so on. The other thing that you can do with a static glyph is you can charge it. Glyphs suspiciously in the shapes of cards. Yeah, you can charge it. So depending on your ultimate skill level, you have more ticks. So this is actually GM, so I can actually charge it to 5. And when you charge it, you get a benefit. So when I charge this, the amount of health that is recovered goes up, and my focus goes down. And you'll notice that my timer is longer on the initial first one. So anyway, it gets kind of complicated, but that's charging. You can't charge these ones because they're dynamically drawn, but you can stack them. So if I hold down 2 and 3, 2 and 3 are now stacked together. If I hold down 1 and 3, 1 and 3 are now stacked together, and 1 and 3. Now I got a 4 stack. So you can. It's basically a combo. You can combo skills that are exactly the same to be slightly more powerful versions of themselves. They're not only slightly more powerful, they're actually cheaper as well. And then I can use it. So there's a whole bunch of trade-offs that you make between a static glyph and a dynamic glyph and so forth and so on. I tend to just put healing. This is my body slam. I want it available when I need it. I can't randomly wait for it. But the rest of my skills, they're cheaper if they're dynamic, so I make those dynamic. So for this set of skills that pop up in my last slot here is all my buffs. So as I'm fighting, I'll just get a buff that'll come up and I'll just cast it. So it'll just keep all my buffs up. Anyway, I got distracted again. See, I love talking about the mechanics in this game. And then ultimately there's very few constraints. So the oracles where the big houses were before? Nice. Yes. Yeah, just over. It's outside outside where we were staging, our staging area. Hey, Dundrum's in the house. Welcome, Dundrum. Nice to see you. Oh, pity it isn't marked in the map. I think that's something that Valis has to actually edit the map. Big Mikey says, oh, so you physically hold down buttons to do combos. Well, oh, that's not a... There's 3 ways to do combos, and you probably knew about dragging. So, yeah, so 1 and 2 are the same, and they can be comboed. So you can tap a key. So I've always put it on R, but I never use it anymore. I should probably repurpose my R key. But I hit R, and then it says select hotkeys to combo, and then I can tap 1 and then 2. So there is a hotkey to start a combo. But the other thing you can do is just hold down one of the keys and then press another one. Then my 3 went away. That was going to be such a good example, and then it died on me. I think those are the only combos I have. Yeah, those are definitely the only combos I can do is the offhand attack. But yeah, if you press down 1 and then tap 2 before you let up 1, it'll try and combine 1 and 2. And yeah, the combos in the game. Hello, cat. Let's just we can modify any deck. So there's a tab on your glyphs that'll show you all of your combos. So if you uncheck show unavailable combos. Oh no, sorry. If you check show unavailable combos, it will show you every combo that's available. So I could actually do, like I have this one. So I have Flame Fist and I have Thrust, which I can make a Smoldering Shiv. So if I wanted, I could put both of those things in my deck, and then I could try and combo Smoldering Shiv. I get the sense that not a lot of people use combos, but they are a cool idea. Kadithy says, I think I understand this. Sometimes charge the static skills, stack the others to increase the damage. That seems fairly straightforward. Put the more important skills as static and leave the rest to be dynamic. Yeah, it's not really, I wouldn't say important as static. Like I have coup de grace, which is my finishing skill. So I don't, like my finishing skill has to happen at the end. Like I can't afford to not know when it's going to come up. So it has to be at the end. So that's why it's static. I could actually put my healing skills as dynamic. That would save me some focus. There would probably always be one there. I just don't because it's easier. Dr. L says, Ocho, correct. There are even combos which combine different glyphs to make a new spell. Yes. Yeah, there's quite a few of those. There's so many different viable ways to build your deck. Deck building. Yeah, I agree. Deck building can be fun. And the big thing is, like, I'm not very good at it. So I was going to suggest, find a Twitch streamer that's good at it and watch them. I'm not very good at it. I found one that works, but honestly, I got it mostly from Elfine. So find Elfine 9, and watch him do deck building. You can definitely play around with stuff and change things. This little trick with the buffs at the end, I actually got that from Atos. Atos said, he's like, I like one key that I can just have a buff come up every once in a while. Because the buffs last for like 45 seconds. They don't have to come up all the time. Anyway, I'm still trying to craft. I'm going to get this sidewalk built if it kills me here. Hopefully it won't. Wait, did I not make a ×4? I think I failed in my crafting thing. Oh, Edith is going offhand Uger? Yes. I modified one of my... I'm like, Uger is in chat? I didn't see Uger. Yes, offhand Uger. I modified offhand to do some training with Uger. So this is the same as my offhand deck. I just put a couple of extra little things in. Oh, it was taunt. I was trying to tame taunt. Blah. I was trying to train taunt. So I can get taunt up, because rumor had it, if I had taunt at a high level, I might be able to join Mimner with the giant spider and try and kill the giant spider. And I would love to try that someday. So I am working on taunt. I've got it up to level 38. I probably have a long way to go before it's good enough. So, and then, so the Spider Queen, has like 40 children. And every time you kill one of her children, she gets stronger. So the trick is, when you go into the fight, is to get somebody to taunt all of the children to go around in a circle without killing any of the children until you've killed the mother, the queen. I think that's the basics of the fight, from what I understand. And so it's just basically taunt. I don't have Ice Field. If I had Ice Field, is also useful because Ice Field has a slowing effect. And it does a little bit of damage, so that would increase threat as well. So I want to try that someday. So anyway, that's what Offhand Ogre was about. I was just training. It's my offhand deck with a couple of tweaks in there to train some low skills. Senegal says they're a cool idea. Unfortunately, using a combo is discouraged when trying to level skills. Oh, yeah, that's true too. Each individual skill will level if you use them separate, but neither gets experience if you combo into a new skill. Yeah, it sucks. Ocho says, discouraging be damned. They're fun to use, so use them. Yeah, that too. I'd probably have two identical decks, right? Or two very similar decks. One for fun and one for skill gain. I do the same thing, but I'm button 4 or 5. 0 is too far away. Oh yeah, my second row, my keybinds go 1 through 5, and then Alt 1 through 5. So everything is available in my left hand. And then my mouse actually has, I have several buttons on my mouse, and some of them are mapped at the higher end as well. You seem to get distracted very. Oh, look, a squirrel! I know. Delarpin said spiders. Hey, Delarpin, nice to see you. And hi, Edie, nice to see you too. Welcome everybody. Thanks for joining me. I am trying to make a sidewalk very slowly. I feel like it's gonna make a bad joke about city employees or something making sidewalks, always getting distracted. Oh, I want one of these too. Rough stone walkway, paver, short, right curve. Need one of those. Spiders don't tell Gussie? No. They do like their spiders in this game. They don't have a lot of creatures. They need some more. They know that. This isn't really me judging it. The developers have said that, you know, they want to get more. They want to get more creatures in the game. Failed it again. Oh, you mean the workers who don't work because they're paid by the hour, not on commission? Yeah. Yeah, it's like you're paid when you get done. All right, let's go see how this looks. I can actually join these. What I want to do, so I own 2 lots here. I own this lot that I'm looking at with this beautiful big stone house on it. And this one with the crafting pavilion, which is sort of meant to be kind of a public space. Or at the very least a shared space so that other people in town can use my crafting stations. So, move that out of the way. Oh, that is long. That is super long. Wait, this is a short? Man, this one is also long. All right, I don't think I need a ×4. Will that work? Actually, that does work pretty good. Not too bad. For a shared space, it looks like it's your backyard. Well, it does look like it's my backyard. It does, I agree. But the front of it is actually out on this road. So it's kind of odd. So I own kind of this hook in here, and then there's 2 other houses in the corner. So it works. It's not too bad. Unicorns and teddy bears, deleted all the spiders. Delete all the spiders. Oh, there's unicorns in this game. There's light unicorns and there's dark unicorns. They are very deadly. I need to pick some of these up. And then there's baby unicorns. Unicorns and rainbows, yes. Unicorns and rainbows. All right, I can do it ×3. Somehow I just don't associate the word deadly with unicorns. The gravity effect, of course. Unicorns, rainbows, and gravity. ×3. All right. I think I should be able to do this now. Apparently William Shatner plays, and they just went offline. He just went offline. I'm guessing that's not the real William Shatner. But who knows? Oh, there the 4 would have worked better. Yeah, that works good. Whoa. This curve is not going to work. Could be. He did play well for... Oh, is that right? Maybe it is. Who knows? Maybe it is. The nice thing is that this light will like go right back on the sidewalk. Although I might not want it right back on the sidewalk. Here, I'll put the new fountain. I just bought this fountain. It was on sale. 160 crowns. It's not that special. I like it. That'll work. There. Now you can come in. Go around. I'll have to put something. I think I probably just want some planters. I don't think these walls are going to stay here. I think I need to make some more fence at some point. There, I can draw this fence down to this point. I think a property manager is quite an excellent tool. Glad they put that in the game. Having to redecorate my basement, my lighthouse would have been a pain. And mine's pretty light. Oh, is that right? Yeah. No. It's pretty cool. So I think I ran out. See if I have any more pavers. Don't think I want those.
Grav.
Grav. Apulu comes in with the sub. Tier 1, 12 months, sir. It's a year. That's outstanding. What support from such an admirable person. Thank you, Apulu. Very kind. Shout out to my friend Apulu Felgar. What? Did my bot fail? Oh, come on, bot. Don't do that. Oh, I gotta log in again. Ouch. I'll drag it over here and do that. That's weird because I'm pretty sure it was working like minutes ago. Like an hour ago. And then Apulu comes in at the raid. Welcome everybody from Apulu Felgar. I'm fixing my bot so I can give you a shout out. Just give me a moment. How's it going, everybody, from Apulu Felgar's channel? Apulu, hope your stream was great tonight. What were you getting up to? Gonna grab some din din and lurk. Awesome. Enjoy your dinner and your evening. Thank you very much for the host and the raid. All right, that one's working. Oh, wait, I just did that wrong. Tin, nice to see you. Mary Rose, always nice to see you. It's been a while. It's been a while. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Hey, Druid's Fire. Thank you. Bot's fixed. Grab Bot is back. Welcome, everybody. Hope your weekend's been fun. Looks like you. Oh, the. I should show you this. I should show you something. Let me check for pavers here. No, okay, I gotta go make them. No problem. Here, I'll show you some cool hats. I thought I had more. I was sure I earned more of the Virtue Quest hats. That's the wrong room. I've been putting up more of the art, more of my art. So I have, so these are the best hats right here. So there, if you ever want to do quests, there are stovepipe hats that are an exclamation point or a question mark. Oh, I can't do that. I can do this. There we go. I have a quest. Come get your quest. Doesn't that work good? Whoops. That's not what I meant. Now you can turn it in. Something like that. Druid's Fire says, I nearly cried today. Oh no. I found my long missing, thought lost 5-year Lotro hoodie. Oh, tears of joy. That's good. Lotro hoodie when I was cleaning my sewing room. That's awesome. That is fantastic, Druid's Fire. Good news is good news. But yeah, the steampunk hat. Where did my steampunk hat? There it is. That is a nice one. Got some steampunk goggles on it. I like it too. And yeah, I've been putting up art. Not much in there. This room I'm slowly turning into sort of like an office. I need a much bigger desk. This little wee desk is like way too small. But I have treasure locks. I have a globe that works right beside a tapestry of Novia. I have the framed principles and virtues parchment and the framed anti-principles and anti-virtues parchment. For studying, I have 2 Darkstar thrones, so I put them in here, and then I put Darkstar in here. And then upstairs, somebody said this looks like a ballroom, so I'm running with it. I'm turning this into a ballroom, slowly but surely. Right now, I've just dumped stuff on the floor. But I also have a Lord British throne. So I put the Lord British throne in the corner. And then Lord British and his wife, Arabella, are on either side of the frame. And the nice thing about these pictures is that the 3 frames are actually matching, which is cool. And then I have a whole bunch of, there's a phonograph. And then this trunk is actually wax cylinders. So you can get You can buy and acquire wax cylinders. What is this one? Hail Novia? And then when it's in your inventory, you can play it. Anyway, working phonograph. And someday, with patience, someday, I will get the... there's like a jukebox, so you can actually store them all in the one, all in the phonograph. Then this is the radio, the Ether vibration amplifier console, and then just a whole bunch of instruments. I don't know if anybody has seen the four-piece one-man band. There it is. Ooh, that's loud. This takes a lot of dexterity. That map looks like the Britannia from the Avatar series. This one? Well, it's the map from this game. Oh, I miss Mary Rosa Tin. Now you make me crave Easter Bunny chocolate. Yeah, that's the map. That's the main map. It's the continent. What you can't see because it's zoomed in. But that's the main map from this game. Anyway, there's the four-piece one-man band. It can just hang out there. Anyway, slowly going. The camera actually takes screenshots, so if you take pictures, it'll actually take them. Then you go, boom. Take a photo. And it'll drop it into your screenshots folder. Where am I going? Pulu says, back with food, do something now. That is awesome, thank you. You're welcome. And then this is some of the coolest stuff. The developers, if you get good art commissioned, the developers will put your art in the game. So we have Coeur d'Alene, the Curmudgeon. These two are both of the Mint. Painting of the Mint #1 and Painting of the Mint and Painting of the Mint #2. We have Painting of Rufus. So this is all player art that has been submitted. Crazy Tika. Painting of William. Lady Minerva. Shimuzu. She's on the forums a lot. She is smart. She's super smart. The developers should listen to her. Anyway, it's cool stuff. I was having some fun putting out some of my art. I have quite a bit left to put out. I can see a Hobbit marching band competition. Yeah, for sure. Don't let the electro music community see that. They'll still want to be marching bands. Yeah, won't they? Yeah, it's a cool little... That's some cool little fun. I still have to make some more sidewalk. Must he use the original map from that series and place it into Soda? Oh, maybe. Yeah, they definitely might have borrowed a map from... from like a previous Ultima. I mean, it is supposed to be New Britannia, so it's somewhat based on Old Britannia. Finn says, I can see a Hobbit marching band competition. Who can we bribe to make that happen? Yeah, Druid's Fire says, no one. Zev wouldn't bite when I asked him in my last interview. No, that might not be on their... might not be high up on their priority list, or even on their wish list for that matter. Willie says, this game is pretty cool. I need to find some time to play it. Yeah, the hard thing is that it definitely requires some commitment. Like, it's hard to play casually. I mean, I guess that's true of pretty much any MMO. Oh, I need more from the station. Oh, I made giant rough stone pavers. I made the wrong things. And I used up all my granite. Ugh. Oops. Kadithi says, taking the hobbits to Isengard, but instead it's a marching band competition. Make it happen. That would be impressive to see you must play music all the way from Bag End to Isengard. Druid's Fire reminds us there's an annual taking a hobbit to Isengard generally in July. There is. Doing that might chase the orcs and trolls from Isengard away into the hills. Balderneck, that's a good point. All that music. It just frightened them off. Ocho says you can play MMOs casually. You just have to measure your progress in years instead of months. Yeah, the trick for me is just managing like what I know, like how much I have to relearn every time I come back into it. And I get these goals in my mind and there's steps. And even my goals are months ahead. Like I think about, I raised, there's a skill called Healthy. It's very, very expensive. I raised it from 95 to 97 today. So my goal, of course, is to get it to GM and then beyond that eventually. But it's really expensive, so it takes a lot of time. And you would think it's like, oh, well, it's already at 97. You only have 3 left. It's like, yeah, and that'll be weeks away probably. And I am very patient, so I don't worry about rushing through it. All right, I did use up. Unfortunately, I made some giant pavers instead of some smaller ones. So you can't actually decorate across house boundaries, even if you own both sides. But you can sort of cheat. So there, it looks like it belongs together, right? That's what I'm going for. And these can actually be made a bit bigger. So I might do that. You can resize decorations in the game. I'm going to make this one a little bit bigger. That's not the best corner, but it'll do for now. Hello, Garrick. Yeah, it didn't work out great, but not too bad. Hey, Bloodborne. What's up, man? Nice to see you. Billy says, I forgot what game it was. There's one game that was crafting mechanic, like when you're crafting multiples of stuff, it would get exponentially faster after each one. I wish more games would implement that. Oh, that would be kind of cool. Garrick, one of our newest members of Bear. Guild Wars 2 had that. That was probably the one that Apulu's thinking of. Oh, just says spreadsheets. My MMO spreadsheet game is on point. Fair point. Fair point. Oh yeah, no. I have some. I had some in my pack. That's cool, man. Sell it. It's worth a lot of money. But I generally just go out and get it. So my resizing didn't work that great. But it worked not too bad. And I don't know where to go with the sidewalk at this point. I'm pretty tired, man. Oh, you got working in the studio. Very exciting. Very exciting. Is that just physical work, or is it just like a long day? Are you like building walls and stuff? There's actually a slightly better crafting pavilion. There. Now it sort of looks like this is just one piece. Like I said, I don't think this wall is going to stay there. Anyway, I'll figure that one out. Got most of the concrete is coated with Drylock. Oh, man, you're doing some serious renovations, Blood. Rather use it. Yeah, don't worry. Thank you, Garrick. I have a few thousand. I just meant when I said I ran out, I actually ran out of what was in my bag, which was actually just what I gathered today. Then I'll have to map networking and electric. Fun stuff. Hopefully you enjoy it, Blood. That'll be a fun project if you get into that stuff. That's cool. All right, put some stuff away. Garrick, are you looking itching to do something? Since you're here in game? I don't know if there's a place you want to go into. Blood says, my desk is currently on furniture dollies. Oh no, been moving around the space all day. Is it cramped? Is it one of these projects where you're like, move that over there, do a bunch of work, move it back, do a bunch of work? I could be down for anything. I don't have who else? Senegal. I saw Senegal earlier. I don't know if he's playing or not. We could I mean, if you wanted to do, I don't know if you want to like do anything you haven't done. Like we could go and get some quests. I actually had the 3-day buff for maintenance from Elysium Mines. We could head to Elysium Mines. No, Senegal is not online. It's in the basement. It's open enough. Not too bad. Cool. Oh, Pulu wants some help? Yeah, Pulu, absolutely, man. Do you want, like, to be talked through it? Talked down from the shelf? Talked off the ledge? I don't even... The funny thing is that they just changed the intro. So I've actually never been through the current intro. I could create a new character. Here, Garrick, I'm going to abandon you. Because Apulu actually had something more specific sooner. But I'm always up for stuff, Garrick. If you ever want to, like, just ping me and do something. Oh, Apulu was just kidding. Fair enough. All right, Garrick, you're back on the table. Sorry to, like, keep butting you off. Where'd you go? $286. I don't know what level you are. Not super high. I didn't think you could help me through the intro. Well, no, I can't literally be there with you. I don't even know what the new player experience looks like right now. They've been really struggling with the new player experience because the game is so free. Like there's no choices to be made. So what do they do in the new player intro? It's like pick your something. Like there's nothing to pick. Like you just go out and kill things. So, right, it's extremely difficult to put together like that initial experience. It's like go and kill this thing and then go over there and kill that thing, and because they don't tell you how. There's so many different ways to kill things. Garrick is at his farm. Where'd you put down your house? I go over the walls because the door takes too long to open. I'm lazy that way. I also don't know where Garrick lives, so I'm going over here to find out. Oh, he's got a row in a village. His farm is probably the village. Oh, you're over there. Okay. Southeast corner. All right. Here's this slow door. I wish you could... I do know during the Friday stream with the developers, they did talk about the fact that they are going to make things like lights and windows. Oh, that one's locked. Can't change that one. Save state. So on your house, if you open a window, it will always be open until you close it. Oh, you're way down in the corner. Nice. I didn't realize you took this. This is awesome. You have a sweet farm. Hey, you picked up one of those things too. I picked up one of those today. Little pedestal fountains. Oh, you're side by each? Nice. That's cool. I have one of these greenhouses. I made one. These greenhouses are actually craftable. Rusted iron greenhouse. They're not even that hard to craft. That'll be cool to see in effect. Yeah, it'll be nice to have that to... I didn't know you could do this with these planners. That's pretty cool. It looks like they're... it looks like they're meant to be like that. I assume they're not. Very nice. What are you growing? Garlic? Yep. More garlic? Apples? You selling apples? Lots of garlic. I don't know. Do you want to run and do a... we can run to Elysium and get you the quest there. So I have a blessing. Here, let's do this. Invite to party. And I also have a Discord, Garrick. If you want to jump into Discord and chat in voice, we can do that. It's up to you. That is optional. Oh, I should start a giveaway. I should have started this earlier. Shroud players, it is your chance to liberate 100 crowns of the obsidians from my backpack. Exclamation point raffle in chat to join. I assume garlic's a highly needed item for spells. Yeah, spells and scrolls. There's a couple of very useful scrolls that use it. All right, so you can see I have a blessing of maintenance, Garrick, that we can go and get if you'd like. It's actually kind of a cool puzzle. Oh, I told you I have a Discord, but there it is anyway, if you want to join me. It's up to you. Let's do this. Let's change the party to open. What else is going for bacon? Bacon and waffles? Nice. You bought the fountain a couple hours ago. Oh my God, you bought it just before it went on sale. That sucks. Well, at least it's only like, you lost like 40 crowns. At least it wasn't an expensive item. The game does sales every day. So they refresh the 9 things that are on sale every day. So it's basically, I'm never buying anything until it goes on sale. And yes, that was the fountain that we're talking about. Nice little fountain. Mary Rose goes for the BLT. Nice. There's a number of quests in the game that are, I guess they're not really quests. They're these little puzzles. Oh, you are trying to set up your mic. Cool. No worries. There's some puzzles. Some of them are just kind of straight up fights. Most of them are puzzling, I guess. And at the end of it, you get like this blessing. So I actually have one of them. I have the blessing of maintenance. I grabbed it because Elysium Mines, where it is, also has a lot of silver, and I needed the silver mine. So I just grabbed the blessing because I didn't have another one on. The blessings last for 3 days, and they last like through death and whatnot. So it's a permanent blessing you get for 3 days. And then there's a number of them. There's There's one that like will increase stats. There's one that will. Some will give you quite a bit of like dexterity at the cost of strength and things like that. So they're kind of cool little blessings, and a lot of people will grab them as part of their build. So they'll grab them. They'll make sure that they have two of their favorite ones all the time. I haven't really got to the point where I have favorite ones yet. Parties can be open. So there's a little, there's a looking for group window. And then you can just put your own description in the group for what the group is for. So as soon as Garrett gets set up here, I will open the party up. Then I can just go into world chat and just say, if anybody else wants to join, they can just join the party. And then the fast travel scrolls, everybody, there's a teleport to friend fast travel scroll, which will effectively, I think it goes to party members. If not, people just usually friend people they party with, so. It's sort of like, in Locho, it's sort of like the captain summons, but it works in reverse. So the traveler actually spends the scroll to go to wherever one of their friends are. And it's actually a fairly useful thing to travel with. They drop in the game. So you can always just double click on one and see if somebody is where you want to be. So even if they don't know you're coming, it doesn't really matter. You'll just end up there behind them. Garrick must be struggling with technical difficulties. Garrick, did you at least get in the raffle? Yes, you did. Excellent. I'll draw the raffle. Who won? Sagewise! Congratulations! You have won 100 crowns of the obsidian. Where'd my pen go? Thank you. Thanks for hanging out. Wait, were you Sagewise in game? Am I remembering that correctly? Yes, you are. Sagewise in game. Okay, cool. You on my friends list? You are not. I'm just going to add you. I usually just do that to make sure that I spelled the name right. Noted. I will ship after the stream. I'm getting on soon. I'm drinking my espresso. Awesome. Oh yeah, no worries, no worries, no worries. I usually just want to type it into my friends list, so at least I know that I spelled it right. So when I go to mail, Discord won't allow me to use my mic. Oh, that sucks. Mics are hard. Well, you can just follow me, Garrick. That'll work too. Since you've probably never been to Elysium Mines, I think this will work. All right, I'm gonna open up the party. Got it. I promise to behave. All right, I have to top up my blessings. I have everything else. Just need to grab arrows from the bank. No problem. We'll see if anybody else joins us. I do want to stop at the devotionals. You should probably stop at the devotionals too. These devotionals are cool. They give you an 8-hour buff. I have them right now, but they run out in 20 minutes. Apparently, I started playing 8 hours ago today. So I take honor. No, that's courage. I take sacrifice and honor. Oh, and I don't think I did my oracle test. The oracle will give you free money and free XP every day if you take a test. And I don't know why this window is so massive. It's huge. I've observed your actions while walking along the path of love. Do you feel your actions demonstrate how to live according to the virtue of love? Well, yes, I do. That's it. 500 gold, 1,000 experience. It's not much, but it's something. All right, I can actually offhand undead. If I say no, then I get it wrong. So if you don't follow that virtue, and the correct answer is no, then when you say no, you said it, you got the right answer, so you get your rewards. You don't have to follow the virtues to get your reward. You just have to answer correctly. So for me, if I said no, I don't get anything. But for other people, if they say no, that might be the right answer, in which case they get the rewards. So one of the virtues is truth. So if you lie a lot, but don't lie to the oracle about lying a lot, then she'll give you a reward. That's how it works. All right, Garrick's ready to go. Get out of combat so that the scroll works. So I can use a... Hopefully this will work. Garrick, do you have a... I'll type this into party chat and say it, but do you have a teleport to friends scroll? Just in case this doesn't work. You just have to know which one you do follow. Well, generally, most people follow all three. So for all three principles, I can just say yes. I do. Okay, cool. So I should be able to I can teleport to zone. And this should work. This is actually a fun little puzzle. I like this one mostly because I like the world building in the Elysium Mines. You have those too? Nice. Yeah, if you haven't, teleport to zone works once you've been to the zone once. So the teleport to zone scroll is very useful. But you need to go there once. So as soon as I show up here, then Garrick should hopefully get a, do you want to follow the party leader message? And it doesn't look like anybody has joined us in our group, but that's fine. Oh, and it's working. Garrick is going to the Elysium Mines. So Garrick, I don't know if you buff up or not. It's really loud. So I'm going to give you a strength buff. It'll last for most of an hour. That'll give you a whole bunch more hit points. All right. Let's party on. So there's going to be some satyrs down at the tracks level, and then up higher there are some undead, mostly just skeletons. Oh, and I didn't change loot. Whoop. Loot, roll, perfect. Yeah, while I'm here, I usually go and take these. Are you a miner? If you're a miner, grab some ore. There's 4 nodes right here. I cannot go by this spot without taking the easy one, since we have to be here anyway. Meticulous collection has increased to level 2. Garrick, you're on your way. You are on your way. Silver is quite valuable. Miner, forager, skinner, and gatherer. Nice. Yeah, eventually you can just kind of raise them all. Got it. All right. We have to be careful going up here. More specifically, you have to be careful going up here. So I'm going to go up this second ladder. And then what you can do is actually wait. And I'll give you some time to hear this. What you can do is actually wait a few seconds until everybody is focused on me. But there's going to be probably 4 or 5 satyrs up here. There's 2 more over here. Alright. Now if you come up, you should be safe. Or 6. I don't know. Apparently they're just all going to come over here. Alright, we got him. So what I usually do, I have a specific order that I do these in. There's 4 mirrors that we have to get. And you can just follow me. Loot as you go. So there's some vines here that I'm standing in front of. I think you have to use... I think you have to be out of combat to use this. Oh, you can just roll on all the loot. If it's garbage stuff, you can just pass on it too. I don't. If it all goes into my bank, that's fine. There you go. All right, we actually want to get up to the top of this. So there's more vines over here. And a skeleton. Oh, where'd you go? Watch out for the fire. Oh, I don't have my healing. I need to switch decks. See, this is where I need to switch to that my offhand Uber deck. Not quite, but I do need to put that there. There we go. All right, come up here. And we want to use these vines. Am I going the right way? No, I'm not. No. Sorry, dude. I led you astray. The mirror is right across from us. Point. No, not at that way. You pointed the wrong way. Point this way. It's right here. Don't go down. Oh no, he's stuck. Come back up. Come back up. That may not happen. Or did it? Did you get back up there? Oh, you did. Oh, you used the vines. Nice. All right. So if you look over that way, can I point in the right direction now? At that thing, you see a rather large structure, the roof, which looks like it has a shining jewel on it, which it actually does. What we're going to do is we're actually going to direct some light. You'll also see some light coming in from the roof. So what we actually want to do is turn this mirror. Yep, keep turning it. Yeah, that's it. So the light is actually going to come in from... Nope, that's too far. So the light comes in directly north of us. It hits this mirror. It then goes west. Hits that mirror. Then goes north again. It hits another mirror and then goes east to hit the building. So we need this a little further. Now we'll start another giveaway while we're doing this. And we'll pick it at the end. All right, so that's that. I don't think I realized how low your safe fall was. You can go down the you can go down these vines too. And then jump across. Or I can just keep you targeted and heal you. But ultimately we do want to get across. Oh yeah, I got my oh no, it's fine. My water elemental will be useful. So we can go across here, and we're going to end up crossing on, whoop, make sure to get over the fence. And then we can cross in this beam. And then go up here. And then jump across. I'll kill the skeleton. Then go up here. And around to the other side. Wait, where'd it go? Where did it go? Oh, it was on this side. I ran all the way around. I'm an idiot. Right here. So this one goes 3 times. Like so. I got you healed. Hopefully your safe fall's going up. So we can now travel along this these rocks. You should be able to get over here. Oh, the ghosts. That should be fine. We have some ghosts to deal with, and ghosts will leech life. Hopefully this room is big enough for you to be far enough away from them. Ah! I will go take care of this guy. Oh, wait. Can you get over here? Hopefully you can. Hey, no problem, Sage Vines. So we can go up. Where are these vines? And then this mirror will turn and face that one that we just turned and direct it at the building. And you can see there's the light spot that we eventually have to get. So we do need to get over there. So this is a bit of a clever run. If I want to salvage leather gear, is there a ring I should use to give a bonus? To salvage? I don't think so. Okay, we're gonna hit a lot of skeletons here. Like that one that came up to talk to us. All right, now we're gonna want to go across. Hey, Ponton, welcome, welcome. So again, this walkway in front of me will break. Oh, I heard a skeleton. I got him. Okay, so just crafting is what gives you a bonus. Yeah, I don't think you get a bonus. Like in your tailoring tree, there's tailoring salvage. I think that's the only thing that gives you salvage, more salvage stuff. So you want to stay in the beam, go across. And go up. And down. There's a few dead bodies around here, indicating that it might have been dangerous. Some poor dead avatars. And now we got to switch this thing so it's facing south. Like that. Hopefully you got that sound effect. Garrick. Papa Rules comes into the sub. 2 months. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, we're going to head... Garrick, we're now going to head directly to this building. There is a flame trap right where we want to land. So jump down. You can jump down where I am in a moment after I get rid of some skeletons. Oh yeah, use your height. Excellent. Strategies. Perfect. All right, we're almost there. Again, don't go across the walkway, go across the beam. The walkway breaks. I think. I don't know. I never trust it. When there's a beam like that beside a walkway, I just assume the walkway is going to break. Okay, we're going to want to go in here, but I'm going to want to buff up first, so just hold on. Oops. So the trick for you is to stay in the corner. is to stay in the corner. And I'm going to put... Yeah, that'll do. Then I'll hit everything. Okay, ready to go? Ready check. There's no ready check. We need a ready check. All right. Jump on in. So after these guys, we're going to get some ghosts. So be careful. Don't try not to aggro the ghosts. I'll try and get them away from you. Alright, those guys are done. And make sure you don't hit Tychos. Tychos? Whatever his name is here. Uh-oh. Come to me, dude. Generally, I try and kill everything before even focusing on this guy. This guy takes a long time to kill. He's clearly undead, so he doesn't bleed, but he also can't be banished with banished undead. And he teleports you, which is really annoying. Oh, fire! Perfect. I could use fire. If you could ignite your weapon, Garrick, that would help. Just be a good tank and get your back turned to the archer. How about that? Oh, we got this guy, no problem. Look at that. Outstanding. Oh, thanks, Dr. L. Now you tell me. All right, last chance. Get in the raffle. Anybody wants to liberate me from 100 crowns of the obsidian? Donated generously by our awesome developer team. Excuse me, our awesome development team. Sun, okay. That I did not know. And that's funny because I have been playing with Sun. I don't have anything. I have Searing Ray at 46. It's not terribly high, but it's not nothing. So there's a special chest right here, Garrick. I cannot open it because you can only ever open it once. But if you open that chest, you'll get a special prize. And for those that don't know, it's one of the virtue banners. It is the banner of courage. Chaos. I have no chaos. I have no chaos and I have no death. I have not ventured down there yet. Anyway, if you then stand on this shield, you will get your 3-day blessing. Oh, and there's 2 more chests in here too. You can loot these other chests too. Actually, just loot all the chests in each of the sarcophagus. Everybody got in the raffle? Beldernick, you have won. I didn't realize you were playing this game, Beldernick. That's awesome. You now have 100 more Crowns of the Obsidian to play with. Oh, we should probably get out too before things respawn. If you got all the chests. Congrats, Beldernick. All right, we can step out. That's one of them. Whoa, watch out. This guy has a serious range. There, fixed it. Come back, half-full. Beldernick, I need your in-game name to send these to. And if you don't want to put it in chat, that's fine. You can just whisper it to me on Twitch. But I still need it so that I can mail it to you. All right, this is actually a fairly safe spot, other than that turret that was like shooting at us. What other puzzles can we do? Mimner has his favorites, but his favorites all around light armor and dodge, which I don't tend to benefit from that. I typically go with very high avoidance. My avoidance can give me... So when I'm buffed, I avoid 53. And that's for like a minute of fighting. And then that buff can come up regularly. Dex is great for almost any build. Yeah, but the only dex you get is the one that's minus strength, right? So you just forego the strength. I think he was killing a zombie. Oh, cool. Oh, it's actually Beldernick. Here, I'll just add you as a friend. That way I can remember. Oh, somebody came in. Dax, can you get to us? Oh, we just finished. All right, we did get a party member. Actually, so that this doesn't go on all night, I'm just going to close the party now. Party. Wow. Guy moves fast. I'm impressed. I was going to go over there, and suddenly he's all the way over there already. Oh, while I'm here, let's do this. Let's do a little bit of deck. Undead. I want to copy this deck. Modify this one. Undead. Elysium. Oh, okay, let's go in. Or Garrick, you don't have to go in if you don't want to. Ah, and I didn't get my deck. That's fine. My guess is this is not going to take very long. I didn't realize the door stayed open. I thought the door closed as soon as it started. This guy's gonna kill him before I get a chance to change my deck. Next time. Just like that. $200 GMs. This guy's a pro. I'm not worthy. Someday. Someday. All right. Get out, Garrick. Before you get trapped. Oh, he's grabbing the chests. Which one? +5 level. Oh, +5 level? Does that do anything? All right. We're going after Dex. Which one gives you Dex? Just saw Beldernick in the Solace Bridge outskirts. Nice. That's fun. South Midmere Way. Okay. I'm not sure if I've done this one. Yeah, I don't. I did this one with you, Mim, once, but I don't remember how to do it. And I don't think I want to drag Garrick through it, because I'll probably end up just getting him killed. This one is pretty easy, because I know this area so well. But I do not know that one. I'll have to figure that one out a little bit better. Garrick, maybe we'll just go adventuring. That would be good. Sounds good. Here's the problem with fast travel is you don't remember where things are. I know the zone that I want to go to, and I know where it is on the world map, but I don't remember its name. Oh, I know what I could do. I wanted to get some shield skills up, too. Here, let's do this. I'm going to go... I wonder if I have it. Any chance something dropped a shield? Nope. Nope. That'll take too long. All right. All right. All right, we will head to, there's a little area, it's actually not too far from home-ish, Baron's Reach, Serpent Spine Foothills. It's a pretty good spot. I took Uger here the other night, actually on Saturday during his stream, and it worked pretty good because just about everything is melee. So I can switch to my offhand Uger deck. See, I named them weird, but I remember what I named them for. And I'll buff up just because. All right, there are critters and resources here. So it's a good spot. It's a pretty good spot just to hunt. I don't know, Garrick, if you have any specific skills you want to train, feel free to set them up. We will get a bunch of... you can grab the cotton here. Cotton drop beetle carapaces, which are very useful to make high-end... To make supple leather. No, to make no. Whatever beetle carapaces do. They go into leather. Somehow. Not being a very good tailor, I don't know exactly. think I put taunt up here too. I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna train taunt. There it is. That wolf killed the poor little wabbit. Time for another giveaway. Did I open it? I did. Excellent. Gotta give those crowns away. They're not gonna give away themselves. There's a couple trees if you want to grab them. Alright, we can just do a circle here. The mobs will change a bit. Oh, he went the other way. I need to start learning my base skill trade. So much to do. Yeah, it always seems like there's a lot ahead of you. It's not hard to come up with. What should I do next? I've been slowly trying to pile up both silver and... I got blacksmithing to 100, but I got to get masterworking up. So I have some potions of obsidian guidance. Obsidian potions of guidance, I guess is what you call them. To save me some supplies. Hardened leather and a spool of Carpathian thread equals beetle carapace plus beetle carapace. What I am doing is saving everything. Yeah, exactly. No, I'm pretty much doing the same thing. Just kind of stockpiling. Night Owl. Hey, Night Owl. Nice to see you. Hardened leather and spool of Carpathian thread. Beetle carapace. $50 did not change it. Is it hardened leather? Yeah, the beetle carapace uses... Oh, is the beetle carapace used in Carpathian thread as well? As well as leather? That I didn't know. I'm not a tailor. I don't... I've got tailoring skills, but I've never bothered making anything advanced. So I don't know that much about tailoring. I've spent most of my time looking at blacksmithing. So I got lots of tin and lots of tungsten and lots of nickel to make white iron ingots and meteoric iron ingots and bronze ingots. Constantan ingots. Grab that. And I've got fettuccine ingots. Yeah, something like that. Night Owl says, I have tailoring skill, but only GM in a few skills. Right. Dax is following us around. Salute, sir. I like metal armor skills. Yeah, the metal armor, I've got most of the wire recipes as well. I've got failed, unacceptable. Oh, then I crit. Perfect. Here's some wood. Dax Legend is helping us out. This game is like that. If you ask for help, you'll get it. Almost right away. Sweet armor, too. What's he got going on here? Cavalus Dolus hood. Obsidian Order Wizard robe. Oh, nice. That is a very nice outfit. Whoop! And then he just changed. Obsidian Order plate chest. He's in a tier 4 zone. Everything's just going to fall over as he walks by them. Oh, it's night. I can grab the nightshade. So yeah, I'm hoping to start making my own chain armor. So that's one of my goals, and that's sort of a long-term goal. But to get masterworking up, and then make some chainmail armor. I will probably have to buy... I think I have quite a few of the binding recipes and quite a few of the wire recipes. But I think some of the pieces use straps, if I recall. Which is fine. I'll have to buy those or something. I'll have to find a tailor. Dax is killing everything. I like using meteoric iron ingot a lot more than the lesser type. Nice. Yeah, I haven't worked with a lot of them, so I don't really know the difference. I mean, I know that there is a difference, but... Did they remove the tame over for... Can't tame anymore? Oh, the tame over? Maybe? I think they did, actually. I thought I saw something like that. Oh, there you go. Garrick says if it's locked to inventory, it can't be tamed over anymore. Is it locked, Pubs? Is that what you're seeing? Ados did work in the taming tree. Oh yeah, the taming tree has been like... Taming tree blew up. All the things are there. I think he added more skills than there were. I think he added 7 taming skills. I guess there were probably 8 before that. Maybe. Oh, he's gone. Our friend left. He probably got bored. I don't blame him. I get a nice clear night. I can see the broken moon. Uh-oh. Oh, that's just a large grizzly bear. We got all the guys. We got all of them. And we killed them all. There's even more fighters over here. Open raffle. Raffle is open for 100 crowns of the obsidian. Get in. Exclamation point raffle in chat. That's all it takes. Guy doesn't like you. Everybody's baconing up. All right, let's close this one and pick a winner. Big Mikey Ocho. I hear somebody fighting. Oh, he's got this. You got this. Grab some wood. Oh, I just closed it, Irish Eyes. So we will do another one. We will do one more. No, there's another tree. Oh, the mine. You want to go in the mine? Sure. Yeah, you're ranged. We can go in the mine. Let's do it. I don't think I've ever... Sagejoy says, I've yet to GM any skeletons. Is that right? It's very exciting when it happens. And then it gets less exciting over time. I now have 12 GM'd, although that includes 3... I have 12. 4 of those are crafting. Forestry, field dressing, blacksmithing, and mining. I need all the wood. There's a fighter coming. There's just lots of fighters coming. Nothing happened. You just become an expert to teach other. Yeah, exactly. That's right. I'm actually teaching Garrick all of them. Maybe not all of them. All right, let's go do this mine. Let's do it. I've never ventured into very far into this mine. So it'll be fun to explore. That's not the mine. Wrong way. Sorry, I zigged. I should have zagged. Went the wrong way. Oh. Apparently I left one behind. This way. Isn't it? Yep. It is that way. Soda naps, pub rolls, get over to my workbench. Mwahaha. Can I taunt him from here? Did it work? It didn't work. Had too much threat. 41. Taunt's going up. Pub says the only GM I have is heal creature? Is that right? That's awesome. I would not have guessed that that would have been the first one that anybody would get. That's terrific. It was too easy. Oh, is that right? It's pretty straightforward. Nice. Yeah, I'm looking at things like, when do I GM my light spell? Or my dash spell? My dash is at 91. I could do that one anytime. I think the next one I'm probably going to get in combat is actually the buff, the Shield of Crystal, which I have at 92. But because the Shield of Crystal lasts so long, it's only in my buff deck. It goes up very slowly. Sagewise says, my pet died. Now I need to get a collar and find another rabbit. Your poor rabbit. We are going to make it into this mine any moment now. It's right around the corner. All right, start the last giveaway. Maybe the last. We'll see how long we go. Next one at the very least. Serpent Spine Mines. This is a very cool looking place that I have not explored. The first time I stepped in here, I was out of my league. And then I forgot about it. But it's a big, cool, deep cavern. It's got an elevator that sends you down. It's got a little cart with a light on it running around. Garrick says, much like I am, out of my league. Ah, you're fine. Hit the down switch. Let's go. Let's see what happens. We are going to run into archers. That is for sure. Like this guy. And this guy. Garrick says, my peeps. Yes. Other than them being kobolds and all. They're all your peeps. My guess is most of these things like open. And turn on the lights. Oh, maybe not. No, can open that crate. Whopping 7 gold. Ooh. Nope. Can't take any more of those. All right, there is a cart that comes around, or we can, I think at times you have to take the cart because there's holes in the track. I'm going to summon my water elemental and it is going to get crazy lost. Yeah, there's holes in the track like that. But we can... Oh, wait, where'd you go? Taking a shortcut? It's a long fall. Might have to be done. Thankfully, you can steer in the air. Hey, you made it. You didn't get that damaged. You're all good. Doesn't look like I can go down those holes. Pretty disturbing laugh to hear when you're down in the pit. That's a good point. That is a good point. So you can think you should be able to get up here. I don't think I did anything special to make it up this far. Earth elementals. One granite block. Anyway, there's a bunch of stuff to mine down here. Dig that one. I'll dig the iron. What is this? This is a tier 4 mine. Apparently the earth elementals and the kobolds fight it out on a regular basis. Interesting. Ow. That's supposed to be a puzzle? I wonder if that's a puzzle. Anybody know what clay is for? I have clay. I don't know what it's for. It's like the aortic thrombus we were talking about earlier. I have them. I'm never going to give them up. But as far as I can tell, they serve no purpose. Never going to let them down? Never going to let them down, no. I don't know what that does. Clay for making pots and such? I've made Maybe. I've made some, but I think I've only made like metal ones, so. Yeah, that's a good point. There's a lot of ceramic art. I don't know if we want to go down there. Oh, come on. Give it up there. Whiskey? No, I can't pick it up. Oh, here comes the cart. Zoom. Make it, Garrick. Uh-oh. He's hanging on by his helmet. Oh. Wait, what did I just pick up? I looted a wooden number 9. You might have to go down from there. Oh, you just literally stuck? Do you have blink? Whoa. Oh, he's 9 health left. The bottom might be a safer place to be. Oh, water elementals. Yeah, blocks, clay blocks used for new things like clay pipe, earthenware, beer krug, standing stone, large porcelain vase. Oh, you can make the large porcelain vase. I think I bought one off a vendor. They probably made it. Sweet. Stuff to make. So this place looks like just a giant cavern. I was thinking it was going to be much more exciting than that. Not that it isn't still pretty cool. Those kobolds are clever. I'll take some more clay. Well, one more. Yeah, one of these water elementals is friendly, the other one isn't. Shoot that one. Excellent. Nice. Delarfin's out. Take care, Delarfin. I think I'm going to be heading out here shortly, too. It got warm in the house. I need to cool off before I go to bed. Open some windows, turn on some more fans and the such. I'm going to call it a bit early. I got one more raffle, though. One more minute to get in the raffle, and then we'll draw it. And I will make sure to send... I will make sure to send the prizes out to Sagewise, Beldernick, and Big Mikey Ocho here after I end the stream. Absolutely, Sagewise. My pleasure. It's a fun Sunday evening to hang out with you folks. Always fun. Oh, nice. Our buddy Epic Cougar's up. He didn't even drop in. He just like started streaming Shroud of the Avatar. That's awesome. So, the easiest way to leave a dungeon... Oops, I gave him my candle. Oh, he's calling in guild chat. Am I missing that? Oh. All right. Sajo says I'm... Oh, I missed some. No, it just says I didn't even notice I won. Thanks. No problem. Night says, if you ever find it, the mine you're in now, level 4 with elite skeletons. Oh, nice. Oh, and Big Ed Mustafa's coming in with the raid. Hey, Big Ed, folks, I am actually just signing off. I am just signing off here shortly. Thank you for the raid, Big Ed. Nice to see you, sir. Hope your night was well. Hopefully that works. Hey, Magical Ducky's in the house. Welcome, Ducky. Nice to see you, bud. Freelancer. Welcome, welcome. Raffle. I'm giving away premium currency in Shroud of the Avatar. That's what the raffle is about. Sayjoy says, I'm trying to help my cousin out, but it's the blind leading the blind. Oh, no. That can be fun. That can be fun. Big Ed Mustafa coming in with the tier 1 sub 10 months in a row. Thank you, sir. That's very kind. Very kind indeed. That work? Oh, yeah, it did. Garrick came. All right, perfect. I got Garrick out of trouble. All right, I'm going to draw the raffle. Picking a winner. J-Doc, you have won. J-Doc, do I know your in-name game? I need that. Is there any chance you'll get back into Oversalt? Probably not. I don't know. I think about it, and then it's just not that compelling. I mean, I think about it because I like to play with people that I was playing with in the past, but I don't know. Yay, it's Wilton Hemlock. All right, cool. I will thank you for that, J-Doc. I'm going to add you as a friend just to make sure I type this in right. It's not that. Perfect. All right, perfect. All right, thanks everybody. I'm going to call it a night. We are going to raid our friend Epic Uger. Big Ed, thank you so much for the resub. Same to Apulu and Alapenya and the bits and all the raids and all the fun. Sorry, raiders, that I'm sending you off somewhere else so soon. Uger's playing some Shroud. Oh, I didn't mean to do that in his channel. That is not going to work. We'll do it here. Rocket League, you go into space? Maybe. You could play people. You could play with people. Yeah, that's true. I can. Big Ed comes in all of his number two. Nice, Big Ed. Very good. Very good. All right. Eldonick's off to bed too. All right. Thanks. Thanks, Garrick, for joining me tonight. That was fun. We'll have to do it again sometime. Have a great night. I'll be back here tomorrow night, around about the same time, playing the same game. So we'll see you then. Say hi to Uger. Have a great week, everybody. It's funny because it's a poop joke. It is. All right. Take care.
Oh.